33. Foottron. The people are called Footrons in the galaxy of the foot. They make footwear, boots etc. I got there at last afternoon, and when I got to the bus station and went in and said, "Where the Wisha Inn is," the woman behind the counter said, "What Wisha Inn? There is a Wisha Hotel down the street on the left, you can't miss it." I said thank you and went outside and looked both ways, and I see a big sign down on my right. So I went that way. As I got closer I see the big sign and it said the Wisha Hotel. I am wondering who changed the sign. I got to the door and tried to open it and it was locked. So I knocked on the door and someone come to the door and said, "We are not open, we are remolding and it will be at least 2 weeks before we will back open again." I said I need to talk to the manager. He said he was the new manager, and what do you want? I need to have you let me in because I am Jack Wisha from the Wisha newspaper and I own the Wisha Hotel. He said I bought this last week, and who did you say you was? I am Jack Wisha from the Wisha newspaper and I am the owner. If you bought this from a guy named Jack Wisha, you bought it from the wrong guy. He reached over and unlocked the door and he said, "Come and sit down and we really need to talk." I said I guess we do. Can you show me the deed and the title search, the home inspection, the closing papers and filling of the new deed? He said all he had was a bill of sale and signed by Jack Wisha. I am sorry, but a bill of sale don't mean a thing. You have to have a signed land title and all the rest of the stuff. I said. You got took. Is the guy still around that sold you the Wisha Hotel? The real name is the Wisha Inn. He said that is why when I got here it said the Wisha Inn. I changed it to the Wisha Hotel. A hotel has rooms outside that go down in a row. A inn has all the rooms inside. That is why this was called the Wisha Inn. All the rooms are inside. I see now why it was called that. The guy you are looking for I think is still in room 22. He said I will call him and have him come down. I said I will take care of that. I need the phone. He went and got the phone, and when he passed me the phone I called the cops. He said you don't call the cops here, they will come and then take everyone to jail and the judge will take care of this in his own way, and now you have done it. I have. He said you have now caused everyone trouble and you now will go to jail too. But I am the one that called. He said that is the reason. No one calls the cops here for anything. I then called the office and told them what happened and sent the lawyer here to handle things. Wow, you really don't know what goes on here now, do you? I said no, but I soon will. He said you surely will. Just then there was a knock on the door and he let them in, and I said, I am Jack Wisha of the Wisha newspaper and this guy has a bill of sale from someone that says he is Jack Wisha in room 22. He said we know him as Jack Wisha and I want to see your ID. I showed him and then he said it is from the right planet and I see your bus at the station. So I know someone was here from the planet Wisha. But we did not know who it was. Okay, as he looked at one of the other police officers go get the so-called Jack Wisha. He left and it was not long when they brought someone I did not know downstairs. Then he brought him over to the guy I was talking to and said, is this the guy that sold you the Wisha Hotel, Inn? He said it is and I want my money back as soon as I can. The cop looked at him and said, we will take care of that right now. They went back up to his room and got the money and gave it back to him, and then they said, you are coming with me down to the station. One of the cops looked at me and said, come down to the station in the morning and file some papers so we can take care of him for you and he will not bother you ever again. I said wow, what a day this has been. He said boy it has. Now that I got my money back for the inn I am going to go to see if I can buy something else here. I guess I have to be careful who I buy a building from. I said you will have to do more research before you go and buy a building anywhere. He said boy do I have to do that. I said you can stay here for free as long as you need to. He said thanks and it would be only a couple of days and I hope I will get something here. I said that sounds good. I have to make some calls now and I will talk to you later. I got up and went into the office and he followed me in there and said, "Just about everything in here I guess is yours. I don't have much in here so I will get it right now." He grabbed some books and he put some other stuff in a briefcase and left. I soon realized that I was set up, but how did they know I was on my way here? I found a list of who worked here and their phone numbers and even the manager's number, and I called the manager and said, "I am at the Wisha Inn and can you come right in?" He said, "I don't work until the morning but I will come in now." It was not long before he comes in and the first thing he said, what happened to his place. "I left yesterday and I left a new guy here to take care of the place until morning." I said, "They set me up. It looked like someone bought this place and he had a bill of sale and the guy that so-called sold the place to him was in room 22 and I called the cops and they come and went up and got him and went back up and got the money and gave it to the guy that so-called bought the inn. I fell for it and he come in the office and I let him take all the books so I would not know how much was in the safe, and he just took all the money and just walked out the door. Now the question is, how much was in the safe when you left yesterday?" He said there was 2,000 in the safe and 300 in the cash register. I went over and opened the drawer and it was empty, and then we went in and opened the safe and it was empty too. He said, "Up, they got you, but how did they know you was going to show up when you did?" I think it was just the way it happened. I think they set everything up for you in the morning and more than likely you would have fell for it too. He said if I come in then he had sold the place, and if it went down the same way you said I would have fell for it too. I said I guess I don't feel bad now. I called the office and told them what had happened, and she said she will send someone out in the morning to help you out and I will send a crew to repair what they have done and fix whatever needs done. I said thank you. Then I said, "Can you stay the rest of the night? I have someone showing up in the morning to take both out places." He said okay, and I will clean up as much as I can. I said, "You don't have to do that, I have a crew coming in to do all that." He said okay, then I have some other things that need to be done, so I will do them. There is a lot of work that has to be done here and even get a reporter and trainer here to get everything set up. Written by Jack Wisha.